My beloved child, listen carefully because what I am about to reveal will shake your spirit. A presence from your past has reappeared, and when their eyes met yours recently, their entire world froze. They were stunned, speechless, and unable to comprehend how you have transformed into someone they never imagined you could be. The memory of what they once did to you still lingers in their soul like a shadow. They thought you would remain broken, defeated, and forgotten. But when they saw you, they realized you had risen far beyond the pain they once caused. Your strength, your glow, your unstoppable energy left them paralyzed. For a moment, they saw the reflection of their own mistakes shining back at them through your presence. The sight of you was not just unexpected, it was a powerful reminder of everything they lost when they failed to value you. They wanted to reach out, but their voice cracked, and their pride crumbled. Deep inside, they knew they had no right to stand in your light anymore. They were left stunned, wishing they could turn back time, but the moment had already passed. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The air around them shifted when they saw you, as though heaven itself whispered a warning into their ear. They knew the chapter they thought was closed has been reopened, not because you went looking for them, but because destiny made it unavoidable. Now their heart is restless, haunted by the truth they can no longer run from. They remember every word they spoke that cut you down, every lie that left you wounded, every promise they broke. They thought those wounds had silenced you forever, but instead, they became the fuel that rebuilt your destiny. Seeing you again was like a mirror shattering their pride. This encounter was not random, it was a divine setup. You may not fully realize it yet, but heaven wanted them to see your strength with their own eyes. Heaven wanted them to witness how the very person they once underestimated has now become untouchable. My beloved child, this person is carrying heavy regret now. Their nights are restless, their days are filled with silent shame, and they cannot forget the look in your eyes when you pass them. Their spirit trembles because they realize too late, you were the blessing they threw away. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Their mind keeps replaying that single moment, over and over again. The way you carried yourself with confidence, the calmness in your walk, and the unshakable aura around you left them stunned. They never thought you would heal and rise this strong. Every step you've taken since leaving them behind has been guided by divine power. While they were busy plotting, doubting, or ignoring you, heaven was molding you into something untouchable. And now, destiny made them face you so they could see what true resilience looks like. Their heart is restless because your presence shook them in ways they cannot explain. It wasn't just about your appearance, it was about your transformation. Your spirit now carries an energy that cannot be denied. They are terrified because they realize you no longer need them. They were silenced not by your words, but by your power. The silence in that moment screamed louder than anything they could have ever said. And deep down, they know they are still paying for the way they treated you in the past. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The encounter was more than a meeting, it was a divine confrontation. Heaven wanted them to see that what they once tried to destroy has now become unstoppable. They were left trembling inside because everything they ran away from came back to stand right in front of them. They thought you would come back begging or searching for closure, but instead you walked in with peace. You did not need to speak, because your silence carried the voice of heaven. And that silence cut deeper than any argument. Now, when they close their eyes at night, they see you. They remember how they once laughed when you cried, how they once turned away when you needed them most. But this time, the tables have turned, heaven is making them relive every wrong they did. My beloved child, you are no longer the same soul they once played with. You have grown into someone they cannot touch, someone who shines even in the darkest storm. And that is why heaven allowed this unexpected meeting, to remind them of the power they lost. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They cannot escape the feeling of shock that overtook them. When they saw you, they realized heaven had elevated you to a level beyond their imagination. Every piece of pain they caused you has now turned into a crown of strength on your head. Their pride collapsed in that instant, and guilt took over their soul. They wanted to look away, but something forced them to keep their eyes on you. The aura around you was so strong that it reminded them of the destiny they tried to block. In that moment, they understood what real loss feels like. Not just losing you, but losing the blessing that was written in their life because of you. Heaven has taken away their peace and given it back to you. My beloved child, they never thought their past choices would haunt them so deeply. But now, heaven is showing them that their betrayal, their silence, and their neglect has become their own prison. The same hands they used to push you away are now trembling with regret. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Everywhere they turn, reminders of you keep appearing. Songs, faces, memories, all of them point back to you. The more they try to move on, the more heaven pushes your image into their mind. It is no coincidence they saw you at that exact time and place. It was heaven's orchestration, a divine setup meant to confront them with the truth. The moment they crossed paths with you was the moment their spirit broke. You may not realize how shaken they are, but heaven sees it all. Their pride is gone, their confidence is shattered, and their spirit is restless. You walked away glowing, while they were left trembling. This was the balance of justice. What they once made you feel, they are now feeling in double measure. Heaven never forgets, and this was the day justice was served right before their eyes. They are living in the echo of the pain they caused you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Their heart beats differently now whenever they hear your name. That one glimpse of you has disturbed the foundation of their life. They never imagined that the person they once broke would return with such unstoppable grace. They walked away thinking you would never recover, but destiny had other plans. Heaven lifted you up higher than they ever dreamed, and now they cannot stand the sight of your greatness. Their soul is tormented by the contrast of who you were then and who you are now. My beloved child, this is not just about their memory of you, it is about the lesson heaven is forcing them to learn. They cannot erase what they saw, because your image has been burned into their mind. The light you now carry is proof that heaven's power was always on your side. At night, when silence surrounds them, they remember the moment their eyes locked with yours. That look told them everything, that you are no longer bound by the chains they once placed on you. And that truth cuts deeper than any blade. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The pain they gave you has turned into their own punishment. Heaven reversed the story and made you the victor. Every single tear you shed has now returned to them as restless nights. They keep asking themselves why they ever let you go. But no answer comes, only waves of regret that drown their spirit. They know they can never undo the damage, and that realization is crushing them. Their world is falling apart because the moment they saw you, everything changed. They realize that the person they underestimated has now become untouchable. Their spirit is locked in a prison of shame, while yours has been set free. My beloved child, you are stepping into a new season where their opinion no longer matters. They are still stunned by your strength, but heaven is making it clear, you were always meant to rise. Nothing they did could stop the blessing written for you. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Their silence when they saw you was louder than 1,000 words. The way their eyes widened proved that heaven had struck them with truth in a single instant. They could not hide from the shame that crawled over their soul. They used to believe you would always be beneath them, waiting for scraps of their attention. But the way you carried yourself shattered that illusion forever. They were left drowning in regret while you walked away shining. My beloved child, heaven wanted this exact moment to happen. The one who once tried to destroy your confidence is now being destroyed by your confidence. The balance of divine justice is unfolding right in front of them. Even now, their thoughts cannot escape you. They try to focus on their life, but the memory of seeing you keeps invading their mind. Their spirit is unsettled, their heart uneasy, and their peace completely stolen. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Everywhere they turn, reminders of you keep appearing. They hear your name, they see your reflection in strangers, and they feel the weight of your presence even in your absence. Heaven is showing them that you cannot be erased. The life they built without you feels empty now. They realize that no matter what they gained, it cannot replace the blessing they lost. Their joy feels fake, their success feels hollow, because their heart is chained to regret. My beloved child, this is the season where tables are turning. The one who once made you feel small is now shrinking under the weight of their guilt. They are stunned because your rise exposes the weakness of their choices. They wonder how you did it, how you transformed the pain into power. But you know the truth, it wasn't them, it was heaven guiding every step of your journey. They cannot stop thinking about how unstoppable you have become. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Their pride once blinded them from seeing your worth. But heaven tore away their pride and forced them to face the reality. You are the one they should have valued, and now they are left with nothing but shame. At night, they replay the image of you in their mind. The confidence in your walk, the glow in your eyes, the peace in your spirit, it all left them speechless. They never expected to feel so powerless in your presence. My beloved child, this is divine revenge without you having to lift a finger. Heaven fights your battles in ways no human can deny. What they saw that day was not just you, it was heaven's light covering you. They are asking themselves why they crossed paths with you again. But you already know, heaven arranged it so they could witness the miracle of your transformation. Their regret is now their punishment. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Their soul feels heavy as they walk through their days. They try to distract themselves, but your image keeps pulling them back. They are stunned because the person they once broke has become the person they cannot stop thinking about. Every mistake they made echoes louder now. Every betrayal, every lie, every moment of neglect, it all comes back to them. The weight of their past crushes their present. My beloved child, you owe them nothing. You are not required to return, forgive, or even look back. Your destiny is too great to be slowed down by their regret. They may cry, they may beg, but heaven has sealed their fate. The blessing is no longer with them, it is with you. And nothing can change that. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Their heart is restless because they know they lost more than just a person, they lost a destiny that was tied to you. Their choices broke the divine alignment, and now they live with emptiness. You, on the other hand, are overflowing with grace. They will never admit it out loud, but deep down they envy you. They envy your peace, your strength, and the unshakable glow that surrounds you. They realize now that no material possession can replace that. My beloved child, their envy is proof of your victory. They once laughed at your struggles, but now they tremble at your strength. Heaven has shifted the story, and you are the one standing tall. This is why heaven says you must keep moving forward. Do not look back, for the past is already buried. You are walking into a future so bright it blinds those who once betrayed you. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They cannot escape the truth anymore. The moment their eyes met yours, it was like heaven itself declared judgment upon their soul. Everything they buried from the past came rushing back to the surface. They thought they were free from the memories of how they treated you. But heaven arranged that meeting to remind them nothing goes unseen. Their pride melted into fear, and their arrogance turned into silence. My beloved child, you have risen beyond the pain they caused. The light within you has become so powerful that they could not stand against it. They were left trembling in awe and regret. Even now, as they lie awake at night, they hear echoes of your presence. That one encounter has been stamped into their spirit forever. No matter how far they run, they cannot unsee the miracle you have become. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They are beginning to realize that heaven's justice is not always loud, it is silent and undeniable. You didn't need to say a word because your transformation spoke louder than anything. And now, their heart is chained to guilt. They keep wondering how you made it without them. They wanted you to stay broken, but heaven rebuilt you in ways they could never imagine. Every scar you carried turned into a crown of strength. My beloved child, this is your victory season. Their shock is not your burden, it is their lesson. They are learning the price of betraying someone chosen by heaven. Their regret is now their daily companion. No matter what they try to achieve, the memory of you overshadows it. And that is the weight heaven placed on them. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The path you are walking now is untouchable. They cannot block it, delay it, or sabotage it. Heaven has secured your destiny, and their eyes had to witness it firsthand. They were stunned not only by how you look, but by how your energy has shifted. Your spirit now radiates peace, while theirs radiates restlessness. That contrast is their punishment. My beloved child, they thought you needed them to survive. But when they saw you thriving without them, their soul broke. That was the moment they knew they had lost everything. Now, every corner of their life feels empty. Their victories taste bitter, their nights feel longer, and their heart feels heavier. Because heaven took your tears and turned them into their judgment. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They try to smile in front of others, but behind closed doors, they are weeping. Their spirit feels the weight of every wrong they committed against you. They wish they could erase time, but heaven won't allow it. You, on the other hand, are walking into blessings so large that even your enemies will have to acknowledge it. The moment they saw you, they realized heaven has favored you. And that truth terrifies them. My beloved child, heaven is saying you are unstoppable. Nothing from your past can hold you anymore. Even those who once hurt you now bow in silence when they see you. Your glow has become your shield, your silence has become your weapon, and your strength has become your crown. They will never forget the moment heaven forced them to see what they lost. And you will never forget that heaven always had the final word. Type Amen to get blessing 111. They thought they could escape the weight of their choices, but destiny proved them wrong. Seeing you again was not just coincidence, it was heaven's reminder that nothing is forgotten. Their soul trembled because they knew the truth had finally caught up. They never expected you to shine so brightly. The person they once called weak now walks with a glow that even strangers can feel. And in that glow, their shame was exposed. My beloved child, heaven wanted you to see with your own eyes how far you've come. That moment wasn't just for them, it was for you too. A reminder that all the pain was never wasted, it was transformed into your strength. Even as they try to move on, their heart is chained to that one meeting. They keep replaying it, trying to find peace, but peace will never come. Because heaven has written your victory as their reminder. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The chapter of your pain is closed forever. Now, only blessings, peace, and abundance are opening before you. What they destroyed has been rebuilt into something greater. They are stunned because you have become living proof of heaven's promise. Every time they see you or hear of you, it pierces their heart with regret. They cannot hide from the power of your transformation. My beloved child, this is why you must never look back. The past has already been buried, and your destiny is waiting ahead. Let their regret remain their own burden, not yours. You are chosen to walk into doors they will never touch. You are chosen to hold blessings they cannot steal. And you are chosen to shine in ways they will never reach. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The story is no longer about what they did, it is about what heaven has done for you. You have risen higher than they ever imagined, and now even the universe celebrates your victory. Nothing can stand against you anymore. They may try to forget, but heaven will not allow it. The memory of you, the image of your strength, will haunt them forever. This is the justice of heaven, silent but undeniable. My beloved child, keep moving forward with your head lifted high. The very ones who thought you would fall are now witnesses to your rise. Their regret is the proof that you have already won. This is the moment heaven promised, the shift, the breakthrough, the unstoppable blessing. And from this moment on, your life will never be the same again. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They thought their past would never return to confront them, but heaven made sure it did. The sight of you has left a permanent mark on their spirit. They are stunned because the person they abandoned is now the person they cannot forget. My beloved child, heaven wanted them to feel the weight of their mistakes. Every moment they see you or even hear about you, their soul shakes with guilt. This is their judgment, and it cannot be undone. The truth is, they did not expect you to rise this high. They thought your journey ended when they left, but it was only the beginning. Heaven lifted you beyond their reach, and now they watch from a distance in silence. They are afraid of your glow because it reminds them of everything they lost. They are afraid of your peace because it highlights the chaos within them. And they are afraid of your success because it proves they were wrong all along. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Your silence is more powerful than their words ever were. When you passed them without fear, it broke them inside. They realized you no longer needed anything from them. Their heart aches because they see you walking in blessings they cannot touch. No matter what they gain, it feels empty compared to what they threw away. Heaven has made sure they see it and feel it. My beloved child, heaven is not just lifting you, it is exposing them. Your glow is there. The meeting wasn't random, it was written. Heaven wrote it so their heart would tremble and yours would rejoice. That day sealed the truth forever, you are victorious. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Now they carry memories of you like heavy chains. Every laugh you shared, every promise they broke, every tear you shed, it all comes back stronger. They cannot escape the truth anymore. They tried to bury your name, but heaven keeps lifting it higher. Wherever they go, it follows them like an echo. That is why their spirit feels restless at all times. My beloved child, you are now walking in authority. The same people who doubted you must now bow in silence. The same people who mocked you must now live in regret. Their shock was only the beginning. From now on, every blessing in your life will become a reminder to them of what they lost. And they will watch as heaven takes you higher and higher. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They thought time would erase everything, but heaven made sure memory never fades. The moment they saw you, it was like every sin they committed against you shouted in their ears. Their silence was not peace, it was punishment. My beloved child, you carry an aura now that they cannot handle. Your presence itself is judgment to them. They feel small because heaven made you great. They tried to pretend they didn't care, but their eyes betrayed them. Their hands shook, their breath quickened, and their heart nearly stopped when they looked at you. They were overwhelmed because your rise destroyed their pride. Even now, they replay that scene again and again. They remember how your silence was louder than thunder. They remember how your glow felt like fire on their skin. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Their friends may not know it, but deep inside, they are breaking. No smile can hide the weight of regret on their soul. No laughter can cover the emptiness they feel when they think of you. They thought they won when they walked away. But now, seeing you victorious has revealed who truly won. Heaven made you the winner, not them. My beloved child, your journey has embarrassed their ego. Their arrogance has collapsed, and their strength has melted away. You became the reminder that heaven never abandons its chosen one. They thought you would need them, but instead, they are the ones who need your forgiveness. And heaven will not allow them to find rest until they admit it in their heart. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Each night, when darkness surrounds them, their spirit wrestles with guilt. They see your face in dreams, they hear your voice in silence, and they feel your presence even when you're gone. It is not haunting, it is judgment. You, however, walk in light. Your steps are guided by grace, your soul is filled with peace, and your future is overflowing with blessings. Nothing can stop what heaven has released over your life. My beloved child, this was never about revenge, it was about revelation. Heaven wanted them to see your destiny with their own eyes. And now, they can never forget it. This is why your glow increases each day. Heaven is making sure that everyone who doubted you will one day stand in awe. Your life has become the evidence of divine justice. Type Amen to get blessing 111.